What's poppin', my Pokemon trainer friends and family all over the world? Welcome back to another Pokemon Creepy Christmas collection. Now, yes, I know Christmas has passed, but we're still in December and the Holiday Cup in Pokemon Go is still active. So I do hope you guys had a wonderful Merry Christmas. Hope you guys got a lot of gifts. I did. I spent time with my family. I had fun. But now today, we're going to run this team. I have my rank 25 Vigoroth that I'm powering up right now. I never powered it up. I didn't have enough Stardust for it, and I never had the need to power it up until now. The other Vigoroths I would use were, cheaper to power up or whatnot. But now we're jumping into the first battle, and here we catch a neutral sort of lead. My powder snows are doing super effective damage, but those rock throws really hurt. And now I'm going to bring in Vigoroth, and I'm going to shield up because that is a Shadow Aerodactyl. That thing is not to be played with. And they bring in their Electrode. Now they're going to go for their Discharge, and I'm not going to play around. I'm going to go straight for that Bulldoze. But dang. Bulldoze is just such a terrible ground type move, man. It needs a buff or something. They need to lower that energy cost. Maybe that'll help it out. But now they bring in a Ferrothorn, and we are running Obstagoon in the back. And of course, my opponent sees and they back out. And now we're going to jump into this next battle. And we catch an Obstagoon lead, so I immediately swap out into Vigoroth. I use Vigoroth as my safe swap the entire time, I think. And they bring in their Lantern, and I'm going to go for this terrible Bulldoze. It does super effective damage though, so I mean, that's good. But Lantern is so tanky and Bulldoze is just such a bad move. The thing that makes it okay is that Vigoroth hits pretty hard. That's why Bulldoze is decent on Vigoroth. But now I'm going to bring in my Obstagoon, and I'm going to go for this Cross Chop. And they shield it up. So them shielding it up leads me to believe that they're super weak to Obstagoon in the back. So I'm going to shield up, and they bring back in that Obstagoon. So whatever they have in the back is weak to Obstagoon, right? But it's a Talonflame. It's a Talonflame. So they probably could have saved that shield for Talonflame. They probably didn't have to use that shield on Lantern. They probably could have saved the shields for Talonflame. But now my Froslass has to hold it down. It's Froslass against the world. My baby girl Froslass. Now I'm going to try to Powder Snow down that Talonflame, but they bring in their Lantern. I think they try to sack swap there. Now I'm going to hit the Avalanche because I don't want them to get to the Surf. And we Powder Snow down that Talonflame. Let's go, Froslass. And now we're going to jump into this next battle, and we catch another sort of neutral lead. Trevenant is doing super effective with that Shadow Claw, but we're also doing super effective with Powder Snow. Now they get off that Seed Bomb and we survive. My Froslass is rank 14. I'm not sure if that, was the case in this little situation, but we were able to tank that Seed Bomb. And now they bring in that pesky Wigglytuff, and I bring in Vigoroth because I can't bring Obstagoon into that match with Wigglytuff. So they swap into their Aerodactyl, and I got Obstagoon to answer. But did y'all see the damage that Rock Slide did? Man, Aerodactyl is looking kind of spicy. I might just run that thing. And now I'm gonna go for this Cross Chop just to get some chip damage off on that Wigglytuff. Now I have to get these back-to-back body slams off. They're sneaking in charms, and that's not good. We're going down. It's getting really close. It's getting down to the wire. I reached the last body slam. They snuck in a charm. GG's, my friend. Let's go. And jumping into this next battle, we catch a terrible lead, so I immediately safe swap into Vigoroth. And Vigoroth is a very good safe swap in this meta. I mean, what are they gonna answer my Vigoroth safe swap? With another Vigoroth? For sure they're not gonna bring in Obstagoon, because Obstagoon is taking like 4 times super effective damage from counter. And they hit me with that superpower, and Vigoroth survived. That's crazy. But now they bring in their Shadow Dragonite. And did y'all see the damage that Body Slam did? Froslass with 2 little Powder Snows, and bye-bye Dragonite. Now here, I don't know, I should have played this. Maybe I should have shielded up, gone for that, and used up their shields, and then safely bring in Obstagoon. Yeah, I did misplay here, guys. As you will see, I know that this Marowak, even while I was playing, I was like, I gotta watch out for the Fire Blast. But they bait me with Shadow Bone, and now all I can do is just go for these Night Slashes. And here, check this out. Fire Blast, bang! Oh, GG's, my friend. I should have shielded that up. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I didn't want to get baited yet again. Jumping into this next battle, we catch a Shiny Lantern, and I immediately swap out because I already know how that matchup plays out with Froslass, and I'm better off just safe swapping with Vigoroth. I do hope in the future Bulldoze gets a buff. Now they shield it, and I do believe this is the one where they double shield their Lantern. So they must be weak to Vigoroth in the back. They double shielded their Lantern, and here there is no point in shielding up Vigoroth at this point. I'm just gonna bring in Obstagoon, and we're just gonna start farming down. Now I shield this because I want to preserve Obstagoon's health because they did shield up their Lantern. So that leads me to believe that they're weak to counter in the back. And we get the boost, but they're able to get off a last final hurrah. But they bring in Togekiss. What? Now I'm just gonna immediately bring back in my Froslass, but they answer with Aurorus. So this is not looking good. But we can tank Weather Balls. We're definitely not gonna tank a Meteor Beam. And now I'm gonna shield this up just in case it is a Meteor Beam. I would have gone for Meteor Beam if I was in that position because you're either taking a shield or you're KOing that Froslass. But now at this point, it's GG's because we get to the Avalanche and baby girl Froslass takes the win for us. GG's, my friend. I mean, all in all, this team performed amazing. I do got a couple more battles to showcase, but check this out. 4 wins, 1 loss. This team did amazing. My ELO went up a lot. My ELO dropped a lot because of Hisuian Avalugg raid day, but it's all good. And jumping into this next battle, we catch a terrible lead. Now, I didn't see if it was Shadow Claw or Powder Snow, but either way, I safe swap into Vigoroth, and they answer with Noctowl. Like I said, guys, Vigoroth is a good safe swap in this meta. I haven't seen or encountered anything while running this team. I've done a lot of sets with this team. My ELO went up a lot with this team. And now they're shielding it up, but we get to another Body Slam spam. Now, do they want to shield this up a second time? Nah, they let it go. They let it go because they got an Alolan Ninetales in the back with Charm. So this is no bueno for Chuck. I gotta bring back Froslass, and I gotta shield everything. Even if it's a Weather Ball, I have to shield it up because Froslass is so glassy. Now I go for the Avalanche bait, and they make an amazing sack swap. And now I'm gonna farm up because I noticed that they're running Powder Snow, and I farm up as much as I could because I didn't want to take any more damage with Froslass because hopefully Froslass can close out this match for me. Now they're gonna go for Ice Punch, and I'm not gonna shield anything because I don't want that Alolan Ninetales to get any more farm than it should. I'm gonna get this Cross Chop off just to do just a little bit of chip damage. And Froslass, can you take it home for me? Let's go, baby girl Froslass. I have to get these back-to-back avalanches off. I gotta take the shield, and we get the back-to-back avalanches off. Let's go, Froslass. Bang, bang, bang. GG's, my friend. And check this out, we catch a nice lead up against Altaria. And my opponent is staying in. My opponent is staying in to this match, which is, I mean, it's surprising. I would have swapped out immediately because look how much damage they're taking. But I'm gonna match shields because Froslass, I mean, she's squishy. But they have a Vigoroth in the back. You see, I would have swapped into Vigoroth right there. I would have swapped into Vigoroth because what was I gonna answer with? my own Vigoroth. That's probably all I could do, and I think that's like the best answer to Vigoroth in this meta is another Vigoroth. But my Vigoroth is rank 25 for the Great League, so I mean we're gonna survive. We're gonna take this out unless it's ranked a little bit higher. When it comes to the mirror battles, IVs do play a part. And now they bring in the chicken, and you guys can probably hear some chickens in the back as well. I'm visiting. I'm back home in Texas, so we got a lot of animals out here. So I do apologize if y'all hear chickens or dogs or cats or whatnot, horses. And we take that win with Obstagoon. Let's go. And jumping into what I believe is the final battle. I'm assuming this is the final battle, but we catch this not so good lead up against a Talonflame. Now we're taking super effective from that Incinerate. I'm gonna shield this up because I'm hoping that I can get to an Avalanche, but I can't. I wasted a shield. I thought I could make it to an Avalanche, but I didn't. And now this Talonflame is like super boosted, and I gotta bring in this Vigoroth. And they let it go. But it survives. It survives on 1 HP and a dream. And I have to shield that up because it's not looking good at this point. I mean, I should have just surrendered at this point. I should have just top left, but we're not. Oh, I do. I do top left. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. We pick up yet again another positive set. 4 wins, 1 loss. This team performed amazing, and y'all are welcome to run it if you wish. Just please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll catch y'all in the next one, in the battlefield or in the ring. Ding, ding. Peace out, my fellow trainers.